Hello and welcome. We have seen children play with things, maybe toys, blocks, might be dolls, and even we see boys, mainly of villages, play with clay, mud, and they play because they enjoy playing. Every one of us did the same someday or the other. Of course, in our childhood, does not matter whether we remember those days or not, but we did. What I want to emphasize is that through such activities, through such involvement, we learned a lot. So come on, let's play with some words or phrases. The more you play, the more you learn. The first phrase I take up is nip in the bud. It means stop something early enough or immediately. Stop something before it can take shape, that is, put an end to something before it develops. Suppose a girl in school comes to know about a beautiful park located few kilometers away from her residence, and she and her friends thought of arranging a picnic there. In fact, they make a detailed plan. Or rather, let me put it in this way, they dream of or devise a plan of going to the park to attend a picnic. She comes back home and tells her parents about the picnic they dreamt of and begs her father to take her there to the park, just to pay a visit to the park. The parents, as usual, did not like the idea. Yes, I am not telling about all the parents, but most oppose any novel idea. And here too, her mother told the girl that the park is not a good place and that the place is controlled by sinners and criminals. Better avoid the place. So the idea of arranging a picnic in the park was nipped in the bud. Let's make another sentence. The lady said thoughtfully to her husband, "Be careful about our daughter. We have to nip the little romance she is developing in the bud." Let's explain. The lady I have referred to just now must have observed changes in the behavior or behavioral pattern of her daughter. She must have studied her, followed her, and discovered the reason. And what she found was that her daughter had taken a fancy to a boy. She could not simply brush aside the appeal. The personality of the boy was so imposing, and she liked the boy. She was increasingly feeling attracted to the boy, and this behavior of hers did not escape her mother's notice. Hence she decided to nip the little romance in the bud, that is, stop things early. Let me take up another phrase. It is brazen. It means shameless, not hiding. Let's build sentences with it. It was a brazen lie. Let's explain. It refers to a statement that, when said, everybody easily understood that it was a lie. There was no attempt to hide the untruth involved in the statement. It was so obvious, so self-evident that no one is needed to point out or explain or prove that the statement is full of falsity or based on untruth. So it was a brazen lie. Another application. Despite being a notorious person, he decided to brazen it out and contest the election. This refers to a person who has notoriety, who is not a good person, who is infamous. There are complaints against the person, and it goes without saying that people in general do not hold him in high esteem, and this fact is also known to him. He is aware of his unpopularity, yet he decided to contest, to seek mandate of the people. He decided to brazen it out. He was so shameless that he had no qualms of conscience. Let me take up the last phrase. It is unkempt. Unkempt means not combed, untidy. And look at the sentence. She had a long unkempt hair, or her hair was unkempt. Consider this girl. She has combed her hair, well groomed, and she is looking beautiful. She is conscious of her appearance. She is a good girl. And now you see her friend. Isn't she looking casual, carefree? She has an unkempt hair. Clear that she doesn't take good care of her hair. And she isn't really bothered about who thinks what about her. She is okay with her unkempt hair, disordered hair. Also we call disheveled hair, with strands of hair hanging loosely, not looking tidy. Let us build another sentence. I cannot understand how the boy was impressed by her unkempt appearance. Here reference has been made to a girl who is untidy, not clean, messy, as evident from her unkempt hair, uncombed hair. But love is blind, and the boy was impressed. Often outward appearance misleads, deceives, and let's hope the boy is proven right regarding his taste, his choice. Let's not forget that beauty is bought by the judgment of the eye. Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. And so, behind the untidy looks, behind the unkempt appearance, who knows, there may reside a good heart. Let's recap. We build a few more sentences with the first phrase, that is a nip in the bud. Parents should nip any bad habit in their child in the bud. That is, should not allow the bad habit to grow in them. Another sentence. The leader nipped such rumor in the bud. Rumor is some false story doing the rounds. Next phrase was brazen. The doctor's chamber read, smoking prohibited. But a man was enjoying the pleasure from puffs. He was smoking in brazen disregard. This means the man did not care about the notice and acted as he wishes, smoked in open disregard, open defiance. Another sentence. Your attitude shows brazen disrespect. This is shameful. The last phrase is unkempt. The girl had unkempt hair and was walking like a drunkard, but everyone is looking at her. She has an appeal that you cannot ignore. Another sentence. Look at the boy wearing a dirty dress and having wild unkempt hair. It's time to leave. Hope you try to say things in your own words. Listen, repeat, record, erase, re-record, make fun, and you'd achieve what you want to. Thank you. Goodbye. All the best.